Hello and welcome to the Daily King of Fighters 15 news. Yes. We're gonna babble
I'm,
about King of Fighters
I'm
15.
Rollback.
What? You wanna talk about rollback? We can talk about rollback. We can talk about rollback.
Wow.
Whoa, that is funky sound. But yeah, we briefly played the beta some days ago, and it seems to have a kind of an issue, a kind
Yep.
of a bad issue. So on the right side, I think this is my recording on the right here, and on the left side, it is Icewave's recording.
Yep. As
And
you
then
can see under my finger here, this is the number at Sectus' end, right here.
yeah.
And this is my number. This is the same match.
So first of all, like this game, I think it was announced, right? Like they're using an actual like official GGPO for this.
I believe so.
Yeah, and I will say, like, I'm very thankful they actually showed the amount of frames that are being rolled back because that made it a lot more obvious just that this problem is even happening to begin with.
Yep.
But so I think we had this problem nearly every single match we played, and looking at other people, it seemed to be a pretty common issue with the game where it is basically one client that is getting most or all of the rollback in nearly every match.
Just
And
notice your puss is actually, your render is perfect for showing this off.
yes, so, as you can see here. So for instance, if I so people have an idea like what this actually means in like practice. So why do I do like the kick thing? Okay, so yeah, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
example. So if I step through the frames there, so I start doing the kick here. So this is the first frame of the kick. So I start doing it, and that's you not doing the kick. Hold on.
I do the heavy punch. You know, that's a kick in
Yeah.
my world.
Okay, so here I do the same kick again. Like this is the first frame. This is the first frame of the kick. Like this is what it's supposed to look like.
I think I punch again.
Oh God, I skipped the wrong part of the video. I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at this.
Well, it's more past me.
There we go.
Oh, there's
But yeah,
my
so here
kick.
we go. This is the first frame I see of your
Look
kick.
at my code. Look at my code
Oh yeah, that's
physics.
actually kind of that's a lot of weird clipping. It kind of looks like, yeah.
Can they
But
roll
yeah,
those back and do it again?
and on my end, like it is starting on the correct same frame. So basically, this is like the downside of rollback netcode is that with rollback happening, you don't see the start of the enemies like attacks anymore. Like the first few frames are being skipped. And the thing is, it's not happening on your end. Like you,
Nope.
well, I guess we're getting one frame of rollback, but like on your
Oh, not
end,
horror.
you were basically seeing like the full thing of all
Yep.
characters.
Yep.
So this being one-sided kind of leads to all not very fair gameplay because I'll have less time to react to your moves while I mean your side is great because you're actually pretty darn close to just local gameplay, which is pretty darn great, but I am actually getting the the net code artifacting and stuffs.
It reminds me of Street Fighter 5, although not as bad.
Yeah,
But Street Fighter 5 is riddled with one-sided netcode, rollback netcode.
I can remember reading like that was a very common issue in that game, and I'm not sure if they actually ever did they ever fix it.
They gave it a band-aid, at best, I guess.
Hmm.
Didn't do much.
So, yeah, but the thing is, like, how this is supposed to work is that these numbers are supposed to be even. Like, instead of I am getting 4 frames of rollback, we're both supposed to be getting 2. I think what is happening is that my gameplay simulation, I think it is too far ahead in time. Like, it is trying to process like a part of the game that is like 4 frames ahead in time compared to you. So that means that I'm always like waiting for input for input from you, but they're always delayed. Well, you're getting input from me that is basically in the future, and therefore you don't have to deal with
Oh,
any rollback whatsoever.
oh, the future. Oh.
That is anyway my
Um,
theory. What's happening here? So I kind of feel like they need a way to like resync the simulation, so it's all happening at the same time again.
Definitely. I think it's also important to note that uh, wasn't it the people said that they thought this only happened between like PS5 and 4
Yeah, I saw
players?
some people
Yeah.
say that, and these two clients are both PS5. So yeah,
Yeah,
that is nonsense.
we're both on PS5 and it's still happening consistently.
Also, I just looked up random people playing the game online, and I would commonly see the thing where in one match this number would be very low, in another match the number would be very high. I feel like
Yep.
that's a pretty good sign. This is happening maybe to basically everyone playing the game. I don't know. Like it seems. I think this is an extremely common issue, and I hope SNK becomes aware of it and they will fix it before release because that'd be pretty good.
They have to. Well, it's not as bad as Street Fighter 5. This
No.
is still pretty bad to have.
I mean, yeah, this it just ends up making the online extremely unfair because one player will basically have zero lag and the other player will be getting all the lag, and it's kind of very unfair.
Hey, Yuri's enjoying it.
Hmm?
Yuri's enjoying it. He is laughing.
Oh yeah, he's super into it. He's super into it.
But yeah, I hope they fix this.
Yeah, and people should like yell, just like go to your rooftop, just like yell really loudly until SNK hears about it, and then they are able to fix it because this is.
Or, go to Twitter.
Oh
Tweet at
yeah. I
them.
mean, yeah,
Be
you
nice.
can also yell at Twitter. Yeah.
Be nice to them. Be nice to them. Don't be actually mean to them because I don't think developers should be yelled at. They try their best.
So yeah, go
nice.
to Twitter and post a video of you shouting from the top of your rooftop at SNK so they can fix this.
Yeah, it'll work.
Yeah. I think that's all the details.
Buy a perfect replica of Terry's hat and throw it as you yell.
What does that? What does that hat say?
Fatal Fury. I'm just mirrored.
Yeah, why should we
Yeah.
do that? Oh, that's better. Okay, that's okay. I just okay.
Do you want me to face this direction so people can read my cap?
Are we changing direction? Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, you were on this side anyway. Like this is your footage, so it all makes sense now. This is a lot better. But yeah, I feel like
a VTuber. I feel like a VTuber.
I don't think we're animated enough to be VTubers.
Okay, let's go. Pressing the heart button. Oh yeah, I win.
Player 1 wins. Okay, enough of this. That's enough of that. I feel like we talked enough about that stuff and hopefully got the point across. Hopefully.
I hope we did. I think we did.
These are most of the characters announced for King of Fighters 15.
Okay, can I get my personal grab out of the way quickly?
Sure.
Why is he back?
I don't know. I mean,
What?
why is that guy? Why is this guy back? I don't know. I don't
even know who this is.
It's a sleepy guy. I don't know. I mean, to be
But
fair, like I
why
didn't play
him?
a lot of 14, so I didn't get to see the new characters a lot. But at first glance, I don't think I really liked the design of any of the new characters. Is that rude of me to say? I don't know. They didn't really grab me. I mean,
The dinosaur.
they did add a
That's
dinosaur.
great.
That's pretty cool. They did add a dinosaur.
He's pretty great.
I mean, he's even the king of dinosaurs, which is pretty crazy. It's very crazy.
He's great. I love him.
So yeah, these are all the announced characters, and I don't think SNK have announced like where K, Whip, and Angel will be on the character select screen. But if I recall in KOF lore, I think K and Whip are siblings, so I feel like it makes sense they're on the same team. And Angel is like I think like a nest agent trying to kill K or something, so I feel like they would be on different teams. I feel like that makes sense.
Wait, that's her story?
I think so. So like yeah, back in King of Fighters 2001, they announced. I mean, they added Angel and also K999, and they put like agents of Nest trying to like kill K and other like failed experiments of the whole Kyo cloning thing. KOF storylines are pretty stupid. I'm sorry, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's kind of weird. Like I don't know. It's very silly storylines. Do you know in King of Fighters 99 they have like 2 clones of Kyo, it's like part of the roster with different moves and everything. It's kind of weird. It's kind of.
I mean, I've played KOF 2002 Ultimate Match where there's like 3 KOs in the roster.
I didn't know that was also a game with several KOs. But yeah, that's
it's like 2 good KOs, and then you can play as an evil one.
So the top row here, I'm pretty sure is DLC because they have announced the game will have 39 characters at launch, and these slots at the bottom here, these are 39 slots in total. So I think the top row are all DLC characters.
I don't know why it bothers me to see DLC slots already there.
So yeah,
Just always rubs me the wrong way.
so yeah,
But I
39
mean, at the same
characters.
time, but at the same time, it's nice they already planned ahead, so it
Yeah,
looks unified.
it is. I feel like it would be silly at launch if we have this top row at launch with none of the DLC released. That is kind of, I feel like that just seems weird. It feels like the game is kind of unfinished in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 39 characters at launch, 52 with DLC, and this is the select screen for 14.
Oh.
This game kind of went nuts with the amount of characters. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest roster of any QF game, and also this is also the QF game with the highest amount of new characters. Like there's so many new funky characters. Like we have this like creepy eye lady, we have this like weird goth dude. I don't know who this is, and I don't know
I
who
wouldn't
they
call him a
are.
goth dude. It's more he does a lot with sand and mud, and he kidnaps all the girls and SNK heroines.
Mud isn't that this character in 15? Did you
All right,
steal
then he's sand. Then he's sand.
did you steal moveset of this not goth dude?
I don't think so because he is in 15.
Uh,
Like, he is confirmed for 15.
wait, he
So
is?
yeah, he's in.
Uh, is he one of these characters?
No, he looks the same. So I guess you
Huh,
didn't
I
add him here, but
no,
he's
I
in the game.
okay, then I did a mistake. Like I tried to be thorough with all announced characters, but I guess I must have missed him being announced so far. So I also
Okay,
made. Mhm.
I'm quickly gonna rant a little bit.
Okay, 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 okay.
Vanessa down here, she looks like a billion times better than anyone else. Like she looks all
You
right.
mean just like the picture they used for the character select screen?
Yeah, like she looks fine, and the others just look a little rough around the edges. I don't know, but that's 14 for it. It's still a fun game.
Yeah, I do think like the general style of the characters, it does look like generic characters from kind of like modeling suite. They do like I've never been a huge fan of the graphics in 14. And you can also see with Kyo and Iori here, like if you compare them to
Yeah.
like this
God, the
looks way
leap.
better.
Like I love 15 style. I love the art style here. It's a very good art style. 14's is just looks so rough. And this is like this is also after they patched and actually updated the visuals.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's the thing they did with 14.
Like Kyo here just looks so not Kyo, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he does seem just a little bit wrong, and I have an example I'll show later that I feel like it makes it a bit more obvious that it just looks off compared to 15.
I just realized Kim is not announced for 15 yet. That's weird.
Speaking of characters not announced for 15, I made an alternate version of this picture. These are the characters not announced for 15. I just ignored this guy, who's apparently announced for 15, which I didn't know.
Wow, I can't believe King isn't announced.
Oh no, no hold on. Like the
Oh my! They didn't get my favorite character, Lek.
hold on. Um, there we go. There we go.
That no, that's very distressing. That's my favorite character.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm very sad they didn't announce Fluffy to
Mm.
15. It's very sad. It's very sad. But
I
yeah,
will say,
so hmm?
carry on.
No, no, no. You first. You first. No, no. You go.
I just wanted to say that there are like some of these characters do surprise me. Like Kim not being in yet is surprising because I feel like he's one of the usual characters you can always expect early on.
Yeah.
Uh, Kula, I feel a bit weirded out by that she's not in yet, but
I
who knows?
mean, she's
Geese weirds
I
me
feel
out.
like she's a given.
Geese weirds me out because it's geese.
I don't think he's been in many QF games. I feel like he's not. I feel like
Oh,
he's a rare addition to the series, if I recall.
oh,
So,
okay.
so him I could see being skipped.
And Rock Howard, I guess, but he also skips a lot of entries here and there.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I think he's only been in 2 QF games. I think he
oof.
was in 14 and in a weird spin-off called it was like Neo Geo Battle Coliseum or something. I forget, but or yeah, I think something like that. But yeah, he's not been in many QF games.
Hmm.
But yeah, so if we look at the quantity of slots here, like it's a pretty it's pretty given. Like most of these characters will not be in 15, even if you count all of the DLC slots.
Yeah, some of them are gonna miss out.
But the thing is also like I don't know how popular many of these new characters ended up being. Like I didn't play that much 14, so I'll not miss any of the new characters to be completely honest. So
Yeah, neither will I if I have to be honest, because I I played it a fair bit, but I kind of just went Terry, Leona, and Kula. So yeah, didn't really branch out.
they tend to put characters in teams where they fit. So I feel like Kula's probably going to be in this slot. I'm willing to bet because Kula and Kay, I feel like they've been in teams many times before. And
Aren't they
Kula's,
brother and sister?
I think these two are siblings. I don't know if
So
Kula's also a sibling. I don't know. I mean, KF lore, it's hard to keep track.
fighting game lore in general is just
But yeah, from this, I kind of feel like Kula's one of the more popular characters, like Kim as well. Though I feel like I've seen quite a few people say now that Kim might not be at launch, and I think they're saying that because of the teams. Like he might not fit in any of the teams here.
that's
But I don't know, like
that is a
maybe Angel's supposed to
fair.
be with Ash. I don't know.
I think Ash might have Angel. Yeah,
I mean, I have no idea what Ash's storyline is with the series. I don't know if he fits being in the same team with Angel. I have no idea.
I don't know anything. I just know Terry goes, "Are you okay?"
But it'll be interesting to see who ends up missing out there because I do think. I mean, like I feel like there's no chance Kim and Kula are missing out entirely. Like maybe Kim is a DLC character, but I feel like there's no way they like skip him entirely. I don't think he's ever skipped a KF game ever. I feel like
He's
Kula's
too
been in
popular.
almost and Kula's been like almost ever since like 2000.
Like, he's too popular to miss out, and people love him for the pants animations.
And then also like Kenso, is that the name's Choi? Chin? I forget. But those two characters have been in almost every KF. Same with like Chang and Choi, those have been in almost every KF game.
What about Advise and Mature?
They've been in quite a few, but they've also missed many. But
Okay,
yeah, I don't know. I think they've
Billy.
been in the last few ones. I think they were in both 13 and 14.
What about Billy?
Billy hasn't been in that many, if I recall.
Oh, poor Billy.
And then there's so many weird characters. I think this guy was introduced in 11. And I don't know, this like so many of these are just like entirely new to 14. Like 14 added so many characters. And this is like is her name Alice? I think she was like new for 14 as well.
Oh yeah,
I forget his name, but he's been in quite a few games, I think.
isn't it Goro?
Maybe?
I want to say it's Goro.
Hmm.
I could be wrong.
But yeah, I mean it's going to be a lot smaller roster, but then again, they went super overkill with 14.
Um, I guess it is important to note that Vanessa, Rock, and Blue Mary are DLC.
I think Whip was also DLC, and
Yeah,
also
Whip,
Yashiro, I think
Yami,
his name is.
Shira, Yamasaki. I forgot
Yeah,
his name.
Yamasaki maybe.
I think it's Yamasaki.
It's hard to remember all of these names. There's so many characters.
There's few, but yeah, some of these are DLC. But it even the base roster is still bigger than 15's will be. But I don't. I think that's still fine. Like 39 characters is still a big roster.
Yeah, I mean, look at Soul Calibur 6 was not like 20 at launch, if I remember.
Yeah, and I still think that was a good size because the characters just had a lot of options. Like there was so much they could do.
I
Like when they
will
feel fleshed out, I don't have a problem with the roster being smaller.
I will say that I probably would have wished 14 had a smaller roster because I feel like they went for quantity over quality because from like an animation standpoint and such, they it, the animations didn't look that great and also the move sets were tiny. Like I think this was like one of the smallest move sets King have had in the entire series, for instance. I don't
Yeah,
know if that's the case with other characters too.
Terry was pretty lackluster.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like. it would have been a better idea just focusing on a small amount of characters, but just giving them a lot more attention.
15 seems to maybe fix that, um, which I would have loved to tell you about, but Terry wasn't in the beta test.
Yeah, I probably should have tried to compare animations between 14 and 15, but I do get the impression that combat animations are unfortunately still the same.
I think you're
Uh,
right.
let's move on here to graphics comparisons. So this is 14 and 15.
Ah, that leap is big.
Yeah, so there's one big thing holding 14 back is that I didn't see any option for AA. I guess you could probably force it via drivers on PC, but still,
It should have AA.
I,
Could have
I didn't see
sworn.
I didn't see any options for it. So you get
Weird.
some pretty ugly like shimmering by default.
Oh, that hair.
But
Oh.
also like the lighting is like lighting and shading is so much better in 15. Like I feel like that's the
It's also like
biggest difference
just
overall.
15 has a bit is a bit stylized, and I think that really helps. Like it just pops really nicely.
Yeah, I get the impression that I'm wondering if they were like super inspired by Street Fighter 5. I feel like this style reminds me a lot of Street Fighter 5 in total.
I think they might have been, and I think that's fine to be because I like Street Fighter 5's art style, but yeah, that's a good way to do it.
But yeah, this is a pretty huge increase in quality.
I like how Iori's hair went from "Can we go back?" to being all like "Oh" to being all "Ooh."
Yeah, he put some more gel in it for 15.
He
Uh,
looks great.
I will complain about one thing, which is the characters here in the background. They don't animate at full frame rate, and that's kind of distracting to see.
It's a little. Oh, I just kind of realized they look like KOF 14.
Maybe the missing 14 characters will be added as like cameos in the background.
Oof.
And if I recall, I think like these are just basically to the sprites, like pre-rendered, if I recall.
Yeah, they're just sprites.
But these two characters and these two, I think they're fully rendered. But yeah, the frame rate of them is kind of super low, which is a little bit distracting. Oh yeah, that's King. That's King. That's 14 King, and
Oh,
this is 15 King. This is taken from
oh, that's
a trailer, so the image quality is kind of wonky.
that's better. Like 15's better.
Yeah, it's interesting how the model in general is very similar, but they have like remade parts. For instance, if you look at the sleeves, like the folds, they
Yeah,
look different. Like it's very obvious here as well, and like the hair looks very different.
I like the 15 hair.
But overall, like I think most of the mesh it is the same as 14, but like it's
It's
like there's
possible.
a lot better lighting, a lot better shading, and like the way they render hair is super different.
Yeah, it's a good way to like save costs that they could use somewhere else.
But yeah, Kyo, he had a rough time in 14. I feel he looks just off here. Like
God,
like this crazy amount of aliasing in the hair and stuff, but overall he just looks. And then
it
in
looks like a
15,
go back. It looks like a cosplay. It looks like a bootleg
yeah,
Kyo.
yeah, it just looked like it looks like something you would see in in like like an unlicensed clone of KOF. Like it just doesn't
Yeah,
look right.
it doesn't look right. That's Kyo. That's him.
Yeah, this looks way better.
He's got like the fierce look and everything. Here he just looks like he's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go. Come on."
This is way better. I guess one thing they haven't talked too much about. We'll know there will be at least two alternate costumes in 15, but think it'll be fun if they have a whole bunch. Like there's some in 14, like these two are different costumes. I can't remember how many there were in total in 14, but it would be nice to have
Oh,
alternate costumes for a lot of characters.
I don't remember how many either. Kula had one. Geese had one. He could be zombie geese.
Ugh.
Um. Oh, he had one.
Oh yeah, you can see it right there.
Part of me almost feels like his alternate costume makes him look dumber.
I
because he still has the
don't.
headphones on.
I don't like this character. And I feel like,
It
I mean, he looks better in 15, but I feel like he looks less better than like Kyo and Iori. I feel like they were like drastically
yeah,
better. Well, it is like, yeah, it's a
just
little bit better.
I feel like the problem I just have with this design is it just feels like it's fighting with itself. Like every part of the design is like fighting for attention because the
Yeah,
colors are so vibrant.
it's very messy.
Like that, I think that's the problem I really have is just you have so many vibrant colors that are like fighting for your attention. And then you have like the blue and red hands for his supers.
Yeah, I Shun A, that's his name apparently. I think
Like he
he's
looks he
marketed as like
does.
the main character for 15, like the main hero.
Oh dear.
So yeah, I hope you get used to looking at him.
I mean, I can look at him. It's just I wish they would have tried to address some of it because there is a design here that can work, but you need to trim the fat, so to speak.
He doesn't even know how to like correctly put on pants. Look at this. What the hell?
Oh, yeah.
He had the same problem in 14. He never learned how to put on. Oh
Yeah.
my god! Oh my god!
Well, if you go back, you learned it in the alternate costume.
I guess. Silly person, I say.
I agree.
Tweet, tweet.
Oh, input lag.
Yeah, this is a tweet by Keymager Gaming, who did a little test with the input lag with the beta, and these
Oh,
are the results right here.
well then.
So yeah, so it's kind of interesting that the input lag is worse on the PS5 compared to PS4, which I don't really get. I don't know if this is like a common issue with PS5 games compared to PS4 games in general, but it's a little bit wonky.
Yeah, it's very unexpected.
So if this is the case with the full version as well, then you might want to play the PS4 version on your PS5 rather than the PS5 version on your PS5, which is a little bit weird if you want less input lag, which is a very nice thing to have in fighting games.
I hope they'll address this because this makes little sense.
So just for sake of reference, here are the input delay in other PS4
Oh,
games. This is
no, no, no.
done by
Charts? No,
WYDD.
not chart. No, no, not charts. Mama, I want to go home. Mama, I'll be
Charts!
good. Oh.
So yeah, it was 4 on the PS4 version of the beta, and so that would basically put it at like B plus here in this graph. What is
I
UNIEL?
I have no idea.
Blaze Blue seems to have pretty good input delay.
Never played it, but I do want to.
Street
Do
Fighter
want
5
to.
is one of the worst there, like with 6. Tekken
Oh yeah, it
7
used to be.
is like okay-ish.
Well, it's true. Tekken 7 did patch it, but I remember back in my day, Tekken 7 on PS4 had 14 frames of input delay.
14's not kind of bad.
It was high. It was really bad. Maybe it wasn't 14, but it was pretty
14 wouldn't be
outrageous.
like around 200 milliseconds. That'd be horrible.
I just know it was a pretty big number, but they patched it.
And here is the amount for Soul Calibur 6, just for sake of reference, which isn't great. I can also remember doing some tests myself with Soul Calibur 6 where the PC version has far, far, far less input lag than the PS4 version of the game.
Can we play Unreal Engine?
Probably not. No, I mean, the thing is like,
Aw,
this is Unreal Engine and it's like great on PC and like console hardware is very PC-like these days, so I don't understand why they wouldn't get similar
true.
numbers on like consoles. I don't know.
That's a fair point.
And let's see. So this is a feature I didn't notice myself in the beta. I guess I didn't dig enough through the settings, but it was noted by Gatorade KOF. You have a contrast setting to make the character stand out from the background.
Oh,
And
that's
here are all
really
the
neat.
settings. So it becomes like dark and dark and dark and darker. So yeah, you can just turn off the
Like,
background if you want to.
that's pretty good.
But
Pretty good.
I think this is a pretty neat feature. I feel like it's a good
Yeah,
idea to have that.
that that's actually really good. In case like the background is too distracting.
Yeah.
I like the
Uh,
final one. I like that you could just do that. That's
I
pretty
hate
good.
backgrounds. I hate them.
I will insert my own background.
And here are
Oh,
just random screenshots I have taken from the beta and other places. I guess this is like a quick list of all the modes we'll have available.
I'm curious about the mission mode.
I I uh I want to say it didn't wasn't that a thing in 14. It was just like combo practice basically, just like do these combos in order. It wasn't that interesting.
True.
To be honest, I don't think KOF is very well known for having great single player content, unfortunately.
I miss when fighting games were good at that. You know, like
Pink, 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 pink,
I'm
pink,
all for playing
pink, 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 pink,
online every now and then, but
pink,
it's
pink,
also
pink,
nice to be able to
pink,
just
pink,
have
pink.
some single player content to play every once in a while. Like Soul Calibur 6 was good at that.
Yeah, yeah, I really enjoyed I really enjoyed the single player content in almost every Soul Calibur game that isn't five.
Yeah, 5 was just really lagging, but this is KOF. We can. I just noticed her butt.
It it it's the pose just seems it seems it doesn't seem correct. It doesn't seem like that's something human
How does
beings can do.
how does it go from like
Yeah, I
like
don't.
that?
Yeah, yeah. I'm
How
slightly
does
confused. I don't understand.
how in the Chris?
I don't like Chris. I'm sorry. I'm not a huge fan of Chris. I'm sorry. Oh, here's your favorite character.
Well, at least the hands look cool in this game.
Um, I guess this is a good place to slightly rant about one thing. Is that I think these effects look pretty cool overall, but they don't affect the environment or the characters anyway. Like they don't light up anything in like around them, which makes them feel kind of fake in a weird way. Like they don't
Oh
blend
god,
in
you're right.
as well as they could. I feel like also like the edges of some effects look like they maybe could use like alpha blending.
That's a now I can't unsee that. Oh god.
I mean, the effects still they look cool still overall. It's just that I mean they could be better.
Definitely.
Here was mad.
Very mad.
Is
I
it?
like Ash's outfit, but
As I was gonna say, if is it okay if I say I don't like him at all?
well, yeah, I like the outfit, but the character does nothing for me.
Yeah,
Now this character does a lot for me.
he's very angry.
Granted, this just looks like he punched a can of Fanta orange.
Yeah, like part of the effect looks a little bit wonky, like this stretching here. But I mean, I feel like
Oh,
when you see this in motion, like you won't really notice it
SNK, you
anyway.
should probably fix that. That's not how a ponytail works.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
I kid. That's whatever. I like her redesign.
yeah. I think she's really stuff like every co-op game. It's kind of not so.
Mm, that one's a good one.
Yeah, I feel like the game looks good overall. The graphics aren't bad.
Go back. Go back. Go
Oh,
back. Go back. One more.
oh, this one, this one.
If I tried to do that with my leg, I'd be stuck in that puss forever.
Yeah, I don't. I would not be able to do that. A beast
A
of
beast
prey.
of prey. Now, someone's edgy. Look at no, that's hand.
Two hands.
If I remember right, in 14, these just look super flat.
Hmm. Yeah, they don't
So,
look bad here.
so yeah, like here, I do actually think they look pretty cool.
A weird, funky motion
Uh,
blur-ish effect.
I like the stage.
Benimaru.
Hey,
I don't like Chris. I don't like Chris. I'm sorry. I don't like Chris. K is a lot cooler than Chris. I would, yeah, K is way cooler than Chris.
it looks like he's bothered that his hand is on fire.
I would be bothered if if my hand was on fire the entire time. Oh, but Leona, it's your character,
Leon.
Leon.
Oh, it's her. It's her. It's my girl.
OMG. Oh God, Chris.
It's mine.
Okay, people might hate me, but
Say it.
this this looks bad. I don't know. Like the arms, the way they're modeled, like the way they're rigged, and those like parts of like her outfit and stuff. It just looks like not correct. I don't know.
Feel like with her, it's like super obvious the KOF 14 model is being reused.
Yeah, like I mean, it looks way better on other characters. Like I don't know, there's some nitpicky stuff I can say here as well, but this is like way
Yeah, like
better
Leon looks
than
great,
like my
but
hair.
this looks rough. Yeah.
Which leads me to the next point, which I don't know, I feel maybe rude for saying this, but I kind of feel like the best depiction we've had of QF characters in 3D so far is this Dead or
Dead or
Alive
Alive?
6. Dead or Alive 6. I kind of feel like this is the best we've ever seen, like QF characters, a character in 3D so far.
Dead or Alive 6 is a very good looking game. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't mind how 15 looks overall, but this looks pretty good.
Yeah, Kula's never looked better. She looks really good.
So these are the two KF characters that was added to DY6, Mai and Kula.
She even got her own theme.
I think the only thing I would complain about here is the fact that DOA tend to have very samey faces for everyone.
It's a
So
fair point.
so that's where I think they're at least doing a good job with 14 and 15, where the faces actually look, I think, for the most part, pretty distinct.
Yeah.
Ah, there are details to learn about 15, many
Oh
details.
no.
Did you know the game has a battle system? Battle system.
A battle system in my fighting game? No way.
Yes. Shadow Strike. When you have one or more power gauges, perform a forward cortical motion and then press high punch and high kick to perform a Shadow Strike. I don't think I knew that. I don't think we did that a single time in the beta.
We totally did. Hmm, totally did.
So this
We
seems to be a
didn't.
way to like force an attack on the opponent when you're being stunned or something. I am uncertain.
I guess so.
And you have like max mode and max mode quick, which you can another way to spend your power gauge.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and
Lush.
this is
The auto combo.
yeah, like 14 had this as well, right?
Yes.
I mean, like these are added to a bunch of fighting games to make them more accessible, right?
Yeah.
I feel like they're
Well,
going about it the wrong way.
it they well fighting games do it in like different ways, but they always do try to like find some kind of easy way to get new players in.
Yeah, but no,
Like
that's
Tekken 7, for example. Sorry that I cut you off.
it is fine.
Um,
It's fine. It's fine.
added in like I think it was with season two's launch. It added in this assisted option where you
Oh
could like
yeah,
set
I remember
four
that.
specific moves to a button each,
Yeah.
which was interesting. So if you wanted to be Kazuya and you wanted to go do you could do that.
Yeah, but I don't know. This just so this works in a way that you will tap just like light punch over again, and then that'll be like a several light punches, light kicks, and then it'll combo into a special move. And if you have power gauge, it'll then combo to super move. That's how it works, right?
Yes, that's true. Correct.
I just feel like it's kind of imbalanced because yeah, like it'll make that specific thing easy, but it doesn't make anything else in the game easy. Like if you struggle doing special moves, you will still struggle to do special moves. Like it's only this specific thing you can do that is super easy now.
Yep.
I feel like they should just focus on making the game overall easier and easier to learn, specifically easier to learn. I feel like that would be a better approach.
Yeah, like don't dumb down one aspect. Like you could then I would just say just make it more accessible, like broaden the accessibility more than
And
anything.
I don't know. I'm gonna say another controversial thing here. I wouldn't mind
Oh.
more fighting games doing what Smash did and some other fighting games did as well. Like for instance, like the new one by Riot, for instance, that's made by the GGPO guys, and also like there's another one I forget the name of that was made by Seth Killian, some other. other X fighting game people. But anyway, like there's some fighting games where they drastically simplify the input for special moves, and I feel like that's completely fine. Like I don't think the challenge of inputting a move is that interesting. I feel like it's the other part of fighting games that are interesting. So I feel like that, like simplifying that part of fighting games, I feel like that would actually be a pretty good move for the genre overall, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
that
don't
is
see the problem.
something I would personally like to see.
EX super special moves.
So you can use like gauge to, or is it part of max mode? Oh yeah, it's part of max mode.
Hmm.
Super special moves. Climax super special moves. I think these weren't they used to be called like super desperation moves or something. But either way, like these now have the same input for all of the characters. I feel like that's a good change.
Yeah.
I think for every
I,
single character it's now quarter circle back and half circle forward with high kick and high punch, and then you do that climax super special move.
and I think that's a good way to go about it.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I feel like that's just like one small step towards just making it like a little bit more accessible, because then you don't have to like memorize the input for like every single character, like since it is the same input for all of them.
I still like the last idea of the online mode. Like if you go up again.
Oh,
Also the new draft versus mode, which pits you against an opponent as you try to nab your favorite character before they can.
oh,
That
I missed that.
could be fun. That could be fun
How does that
and
work?
kind of
So,
pain.
I mean, I feel like it would be fine for us because I don't think you commonly choose king anyway, and I don't think I commonly try to take Terry from you. So I feel like it would be fine for us. I don't know. I feel like I'm slightly confused how this works.
You do realize that I have my moments of being a mean person if I see the chance.
Oh, that's very mean. A special animated short directed by Masami Obari. I like,
Additionally, the new DJ station features over 300
yeah,
popular songs from the KOF series and more.
I like that bit.
Yeah,
A lot of co-op games have really good music, so having a lot of music available from previous games would be really nice. And 300, that's a
that's a
lot. That
few.
I
That's
wonder
a
if
that's a
the
few.
I wonder if they just basically go with all of them. Like, will it feature all the music from the entire series? That'd be kind of neat and kind of crazy.
I hope they have Terry's theme from the PS1 3D fighting game. I really like that theme.
Oh God, do you want to know about story? Shall I just skip story stuff? Oh God.
The latest KOF saga continues from the previous title in KOF 15. 14.
14 had a
Heroes from the
story?
Orochi. It did. It wasn't very good if I remember right. Heroes from the Orochi Nest and Ash sagas all joined this KOF. This time the story is coming to an explosive climax.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's a fighting game story.
Yep. Okay, that's a story. Say up to 8 players in like lobbies, and release date is 17th of February 2022.
Free upgrade. PS4 to PS5 is free. That's good.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
charge
kind
for
of how
that.
it should
That's good.
work with every game, to be honest.
You will need a disc PS5 though, but still.
And yeah, so here there's some announcements about DLC stuffs. So one team will be 15, well, no, $16 or €16, which is a little bit silly because €16 is that's more than 15. I mean, sorry, $16. At first glance, this seems kind of pricey, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, it seems a little intense, but who knows?
And there were, I think, was it 13 on the character select screen? 13 slots for DLC characters?
I think so.
So this would not be all of them. Like they'll be releasing more DLC in the long run, I would assume.
I hope so.
I don't think they announced like release date for the DLC, right?
I don't think so.
And I'm happy it's coming to Steam day one
Yep.
rather than like 1 year, like 1 year for Epic.
I like when it's available on multiple storefronts. That's the approach I like to see.
Bonus, bonus, bonus.
Hey!
So yeah, if you pre-order, you get Mark of the Wolves Terry. If you buy the digital edition, you get Classic Leona.
Ah, shit, I gotta buy the digital edition for that.
I would hope this will also be released as DLC separately in the long run, hopefully.
I'm sure it will.
Oh yeah, and also if you pre-order the game, well, if you pre-order the deluxe edition, then you get early access for 3 days, but only for consoles.
Can I be controversial?
This is stupid. I don't like this.
I hate this trend.
It's silly. Just I don't know. Just make it release 3 days early for everyone. I don't know.
Yeah, like
It's
if
silly.
it's available 3 days early, just let everybody play it 3 days early.
I feel like it's kind of a cheap way to ask people to pay extra.
Oh, and you get a PS4 theme because PS5 doesn't have themes. Oh.
Oh yeah, I guess yeah, no themes for PS5. Trailers.
May contain content inappropriate for Jesus.
This is terrifying. I included a few trailers for the heck of it, like this character, pretty cool character. Baby. So I should note that what we see. I pressed the wrong button. How to slow this down again? There we go.
It's the most horrifying stage of all time.
This move right here. She didn't have this in 14. This is a move she had in basically every single QF game, and this is now returning for 15.
And I see they gave it a new loop option where she goes back and forth.
Yes. Very, very funky. I don't think I recognize anything else in this trailer that is like new for 15. I hope they add some stuff she was lacking because she seemed a bit too basic in 14 moveset wise.
This stage horrifies me.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that stage.
That's better. That's a better stage.
Yeah, I prefer this stage.
Come on, baby.
So yeah, I feel like in general, in-game animations, I'm fairly certain they're the same as in 14, which... I mean, I don't know, I feel like I'm being overly nitpicky, but it's not the greatest animations I've seen like in a 3D fighting game.
I will say at least on these models they look better. But yeah.
I will, like, I don't know, if you see stuff like this, like these, right here, these animations look way better. I want to say there was a video that showed that those were actually motion captured. I wonder if the in-game animations were all hand animated, and that's why they look a little bit stiff.
That's possible.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, it feels a little bit unfair as well, because if you look at like Street Fighter 5, that has insanely good in-game animations, but also the budget's probably like way bigger than KOF 15.
It was Street Fighter 5 did get a hand from Sony, so SNK.
This is the a big trailer they announced 2 months ago. I'm not sure if I actually even seen this trailer yet. But I guess these are cutscenes from the game's story mode, so that has a lot of animation work done.
Yeah. It's the letter. That's
so many letters.
That's a few. Those the old games.
It's KOF! Oh my god! Maybe I'll actually make this go by a little bit faster to see if there's anything super interesting. The 39 fighters, which we talked about earlier. Koi. This music is very upbeat. I'm very impressed.
Returned from the grave. Were they dead?
Yeah, actually, there are quite a few characters who have died in the KF lore. Like Vice and Mature, for instance, I think they died back in KF 97 or something.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was mentioned on the website.
Oh, yeah.
The max mode thingy. Very fast max mode. It's very fast.
They weren't kidding when it was. They weren't kidding when they said it was Rush.
Oh yeah.
Did you get all that? It'll be in the test later.
Yeah, we'll have a quiz about all of this.
As the spotlight shines on the newly opened KOF tournament, a dormant force awakens.
I do think it's a little too obvious who's an NPC who's just there in the background, though. Like, the graphical difference is kind of huge.
Rollback netcode empowers fighters to take their skills to the next level. Choose how you want to play with a variety of battle modes.
I don't know if I should feel bad for like having it be so fast, but they talk about draft versus here briefly. Maybe I'll slow it down because I'm curious about how that actually works.
Battle modes. In draft versus mode, the battle starts from character selection.
So is it just normal versus, but with a gimmick that a character can't be chosen twice?
I guess so.
Okay, that
Practice your moves in training mode, available
doesn't seem
online
too
as well.
drastic.
Or put your combo skills to the test in trial mode.
Okay, so those are like combo trial stuff. Is that what the what mission mode is? I mean mission mode.
I guess that's mission mode in Japan.
The gallery
Yeah.
mode features character artwork and
I'm not a huge fan of
as
those
well as
modes.
special animated shorts
I
by
have
Rollback
flashbacks
director
from the one in
Masami Obari.
Kingdom Hearts 13 because those combos were impossible.
PlayStation features over 300 hits.
No.
I still feel the pain.
Director Masami Obari. The newly added
So yeah, music from
Yes,
15.
they got
Wow.
departure. They got departure from Southtown. That makes me happy.
14. We'll just slow it down this way. So I wonder if this is just going to just have music from like every single QF game. That's pretty neat, isn't it? If that's the case, 12,
I'm
11,
very okay with that if it does.
2003. Yeah, I feel like this might just have the entire
Wow.
series. That is really cool.
Yeah, that's
That
super
is-
cool.
I'm kind of curious what versions they'll go with. For instance, like these Neo Geo games, they would typically have two versions of the soundtrack. The one that you got on the original Neo Geo and one that you got within Neo Geo CD version. The CD version are like way better versions of the soundtracks. I hope they're going with like the better versions.
Fingers crossed.
AOF series. Put on your
Yeah, that just
That's-
went all the way back to '94. Yeah,
favorite
that's
track.
and then Samurai Spirits,
Samurai Showdown.
Metal
Metal
Slug,
Slug.
Neo Geo,
Geo.
etc. SNK, etc.
SNK, etc.
Wait, what was the last one?
King of Fighters something?
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
15.
it looped. Okay, it looped.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, that music feature sounds pretty neat. I like that. Big fan, big fan.
King 15.
I
It's not ready
included.
for that scream. It's not ready for that screaming high pitch.
That's pretty good. Oh, yes. Oh, I guess we already saw this about the DLC characters earlier.
That contains 6 future DLC characters. Early purchases
Oh yeah, this is
looks
another
good.
look at yeah. Good costume.
include the DLC costume Cuddle, Mark of the Wolves Terry. Additionally,
Work
Oh,
in
this was
progress.
before. This was before they had a render.
only purchases
Yeah.
include the DLC costume Classic Leona.
He sounds very excited. But yeah,
I'm excited.
I have one more trailer.
Mikari.
So I just kinda had to include this trailer because this stage
You just like the
looks
stage.
amazing. The stage
ju-
looks so good. Look at this stage.
It's Metal Slug, isn't it?
It's all Metal Slug. It's like the entire
his-
stage. It's just Metal Slug.
Oh, never mind. His sunglasses are meant to be like that.
Danger. Metal
Yeah,
Slug,
this
Metal
this
Slug.
stage is pretty incredible.
So you can see the background here, like a ton of prisoners and like rocket launcher pickups, and this is that one girl I forget the name of. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
They're animated at 30.
Okay, it's horrible. I hate it. Thank you for ruining this for me.
You're welcome. That's what I do. Also, we still don't have a new Metal Slug game.
They have announced they're working on one.
Where is it?
Yeah. Do you think this is actually just like a tease? Are they using like the same engine for the new Metal Slug, and these are assets from the new Metal Slug? Do you think that's the case?
I mean, I would be okay with that.
You're that teddy bear.
I want that teddy bear.
Yeah, I think I'd take a Metal game looking like this. I mean, I would prefer pixel art, but then again, pixel art these days is kind of expensive to make. I get the
Yeah,
impression
and
of
the last time they did sprite art, they almost went bankrupt entirely
Camel.
with the KOF 13. Excuse me, can you go back a bit?
Uh,
Just go back a little. Okay, look at this guy right here. Look at his
oh
frame
no.
rate.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Ooh.
Yeah, but the thing is, this game
You're,
is
you're not gonna focus on that.
well, no, this game is being released for PC and it's Unreal Engine 4, right? So modders will fix everything, right? Right.
Surely.
What if the DLC characters are all just Metal characters?
That'd be cool.
I'd be okay with it.
KOF
I mean, there wouldn't be that many characters to add.
Shatter all expectations.
The coolest ones in the middle.
And I also, for the heck of it, included like official renders of all the characters. They announced Angel today. This is Antonov. He was in 14, new for that game. Ash. Athena.
Athena.
Benimaru. They've redesigned some of the
Blueberry.
characters. Like I think this is also like classic outfit or very similar to it, but some of them have been redesigned. Chizuru, I think
She's finally back after a billion games.
Yeah, I can't remember the last one she was in. Maybe 2002 or something.
Chris. Clark.
I don't think I'm a huge fan of how they like super bulked up a
He
few
looks
of the
like
characters.
he looks like a buff Stars Wesker.
I blame King of Fighters 12.
I forgot her name, but she's new.
I think it's Dolores. I think
Hydran.
Hayden looks very like fancy now, fancy outfit.
I
But
love Iori's outfit.
yeah, it looks super cool.
I forgot her name as
I
well.
don't know who that is. I think she might be here by accident. I think she's like the new character for like Splatoon or something. I don't think she's actually supposed to be in KOF.
Okay. Joe. And in case you didn't know, it was Joe. Joe.
Oh yeah.
A Dash. King.
Best character.
Come
Best
on,
character.
baby.
Come on, Barbara. Oh lordy.
I love that design.
I should probably try this character. He looks very
He's
crazy.
he is wild. Kyo. Leona, the best one. I forgot her name.
I think it's Luong, I think?
I like the
She's
design
on the
though.
special agent team.
Why? Sleepy. Ralph.
Ramon.
Robin? Ramon. Robert.
I am thankful that they've made him look less like Steven Seagal. Because in early games he was super based on Steven Seagal. And Steven Seagal is kind of a bad person, so I'm okay with them just making Robert look more different.
Rio. Shermie.
It's her.
I
it
I
just,
still don't get how this works.
It doesn't look right. I feel like I don't know. It doesn't look right.
Shune.
Come on.
Hey. I'm happy she's in from the get-go. Vanessa's super cool.
I don't like her pants. I'm sorry. I don't like her pants. I'm
I
sorry.
prefer the black leather pants.
But at
Or
least
were they brown?
PC textures are easy to fix, easy to change,
That's
fix.
true.
So yeah,
That's
it's
true.
yeah. Day one mode. Let's go.
But I'm happy she's in. Whip. Yeah, sure. God, why did I forget her name all of a sudden?
Yuri Sakazaki, I think.
Oh yeah, you're
And
right.
that's the lost character. I feel like
She
we
slaps.
mentioned.
She slaps.
Yes. Oh yeah. It's a very cool move.
Best
Very
move.
cool move. What were your impressions overall of the beta that we played briefly?
The rollback stuff is unfortunate, and I hope they fix that. That's important to get that synced up properly. But it plays well. I sadly didn't play a lot of the beta because it just didn't really have any of the characters that I really wanted to try out. Like I really was hoping Terry was there or Leona, but neither
Yeah,
made it
that,
in.
that was kind of like the main reason I didn't play much of it because yeah, there weren't many characters that I was into there.
But it's fun. It plays like KOF.
Yeah,
It's definitely like 14 that you're gonna be able to do like really long strings and crazy stuff, but I think it's fun. It feels good to play. It looks better visually, which I like
yeah,
a
I'm,
lot,
I'm pretty,
and I'm into it.
I'm pretty excited about the full release. I didn't, I haven't gotten into like a KF game in a long time, so I'm hoping like 15 will grab me. I hope like I'm trying to remember like was the keyboard support, did that work well in 14? It felt like I remember it was wonky in 13. I can't remember if it felt fine in 14, but I hope the keyboard controls are fine in 15 because that's kind of how I started to play fighting games because it just I don't know. I don't like playing fighting games with gamepads. I feel like some of the input gets kind of weird to do, and arcade sticks are they feel nice, but they're too bulky. So then I don't know. I have the keyboard right here. Why not just use a
A
keyboard?
hitbox. A hitbox.
They're also very bulky. I don't know. I don't know.
You can buy a small one, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I'll just stick with keyboard and hopefully that works fine. But yeah, I don't know. I hope the characters end up with a few more moves than in 14. I feel like some of the characters were
Yeah.
a little bit too basic in 14.
Yeah, you can risk making characters too simple to the point where they're just not interesting to play.
Yeah.
I feel like Soul Calibur 5 had a similar issue. Took so many moves away that some
Yeah.
characters were just not as fun as they used to be.
One of the biggest issues that took away too many characters.
Well,
Ugh.
yeah, we can. Yeah. Luckily, this game has a fantastic roster. Missing a few, like Kim and Kula, but otherwise, very good
Yeah.
roster.
I mean, yeah, like 15 will end up losing a lot of characters, but I feel like it's mostly characters that people don't care that much about anyway. Like if I feel like mainstays for the most part will definitely be here. I would be very surprised if Kim doesn't make it. I'll be super surprised.
They need to show the pants animation.
Hmm. Any other notes to stuff to mention about 15?
Um, no, I don't think so. I think I don't have much else. Like it's fun. It looks good. It plays well, and hope they fix the rollback thing.
Yeah, and
Um,
that's feel like if they just fix that one thing with the netcode, then the netcode will feel basically perfect.
yeah, because it felt great. Like we had no trouble connecting. Oh, please increase the timer for character select in the lobby
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
I don't know. In early KF games, I think you could make all the timers infinite when you played just with like a home version of the game. I don't know. I don't like how everything has a timer now.
Yeah. Oh, and when you don't ready up in like 2 seconds, you get kicked from the lobby.
Yeah, it's just make it possible to adjust those timers, and then it's fine. Like you can have those timers be like that by default, but just let us adjust them because they're a
Yeah.
bit too strict. Like I feel like I look away and then I'm like kicked from the lobby. I don't know, so it's a little bit insane.
Um, Aside from that, I don't think I have much else to add.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for this podcast, and that
Okay.
whole Game Awards thing will happen on the 9th of December, right?
Yes.
Yes, and
Is it?
I think Jeff Keighley hinted that they're going to be like more than
It'll actually be
10.
the 10th for us, Sectus. It'll actually be Friday the 10th for
Oh,
us.
oh, really? Oh, yeah, I guess because it's so done late. But he has teased there's going to be like a ton of game announcements there. And considering I feel like we haven't had that many game announcements the past couple of months, I feel like a lot of companies might have been waiting for this to do some big announcements. I feel like it's pretty likely we'll have a podcast after that talking about some gamey stuffs.
I hope for some good stuff.
Magic Carpet 3, let's go. And the other stories too. But yeah,
Mm.
boy for now.
All right.